Hello, Korea. Yes, I made a record called St. Vincent, and I like to say that it's a party record you could play at a funeral. You guys wear white to the funerals, don't you? Yeah. Well, I was influenced by a lot of various visual media on the record cover. I was interested in the symmetry of the Jodorowsky films Holy Mountain and the kind of whimsical nature of the Memphis design movement. And then, Jim Hodges is a great US artist, and he chromed these rocks, and it was very interesting and powerful. So I was sort of drawing on a lot of imagery and working with this wonderful creative director named Willa Perrone, and we assembled what was essentially a Bible of St. Vincent imagery. And then whenever we needed to, conceptualize a photo or the album cover, we just went back to these images that were powerful and interesting. And so there was, I knew I wanted to make something that was symmetrical, because that kind of order was good to my eyes and on my brain. And then I wanted it to seem very intentional and also very powerful. So it was a little bit of an exploration of what power means, and what does power look like, and what does power look like on different people? How do different people wield power? How do I wield power? So it was a little bit of a study in that, and it just seemed to be that the most powerful pose was to just be intentional and dead on, and not mincing, not coquettish, just there and present and in the moment. I've worked with a number of directors for the music videos. So I worked with a really lovely guy named Chino Moya for the Digital Witness video, and the premise was that there was this very weird world where people were doing very banal tasks, over and over again. And I was a part of the world, but also a little bit of an outlier and a spectator. I realize that's been sort of a running current in the music videos I've made, but I think next video I make, I'll be doing something radically different. I did make a video with David Byrne where we danced down the street together, so that was at least a departure. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I don't have I have sort of an allergy to the man-made structure hierarchies of organized religion, but I definitely, from a very early age, was surrounded by the mythology of religion, and so it's one of those things. It's one of those shorthands that you can just grab, and people know what you're talking about. It carries a lot of symbolic weight for a lot of people, so it's a good storytelling device, because it's such a shorthand for a lot of meaning. On tour, I mostly listen to ambient music and a lot of things without words. So the Holly Herndon record is really good. She toured with us in the States. I've just heard the new Perfume Genius record, and it's really lovely. That has words, though. We played Tim Hecker before we go out on stage every night. I don't know. I listen to a lot of Pink Floyd on tour because it's very cinematic and episodic. There's a number of artists I'd love to collaborate with. I'd love to collaborate with a video artist named Ryan Tricarton, who makes really, really bizarre video art. I don't even know how to describe it. I would love to work with filmmakers like Lynn Ramsey and Todd Haynes. Yeah, there's so many. But more visual artists. I love collaborating with musicians, but I had kind of my dream collaboration with David Byrne, so I feel like I would top that with another musician. So we're gonna do. It's not just me. He's working on a sort of large scale piece that I will be a part of, but along with other musicians. So it's not the same thing as a record together, but yeah, it'll be fun. I gotta start writing for that. My fashion philosophy, I guess, currently could be summed up like Albert Einstein is one of my fashion heroes because he picked a uniform and he just stuck with it. I think there's something very powerful about a uniform. Also, I've been finding myself looking at clothing, and instead of thinking about form, I'm thinking, will that be cozy on an airplane? Because that's where I spend most of my time. Could I sleep in that and also wear it to a dinner party? Then okay, then I'm buying it. Color choices, I'm tending toward the black and the navy right now. On stage, we're going, you know, a lot of black, a lot of just sort of form architecture. Toko Yasuda is playing guitar, mini moog, and singing. Daniel Mitseris is playing. To say he's playing keyboards is so under explains all that he does. He's the keeper and the destroyer of the grid. He's a high digital priest. Matthew Johnson is playing drums, but again, that doesn't quite even sum it up. We're utilizing a lot of technology on stage, but to the end that the experience is more organic and more human. It's hard to explain. But everybody's super talented, amazing, and I'm lucky I get to travel the world with some of my best friends and play music. It's awesome. Yeah, I do. I do feel lots of love for them. I love them very much. We just rip and run. That's all we do. Just run and gun and catch a plane and then run and gun some more. Well, again, you know, I think existentially it really helps to be doing something you love, and I've been lucky enough to where I have been able to grow as an artist with every record that I've made and every tour that I've done. And so it's just a constant, you know, refining and chiseling out, you know, kind of who you want to be. And ultimately, the most powerful thing that we as humans can do is create. And you can create who you want to be. You can idealize something and then become that and fill in the blanks, you know, and fill in the negative space. So it's a good lesson. We're infinitely perfectible. Yeah, I mean, I write Essays and short stories, I do that, and I'd like to. I used to do a lot of theater as a teenager, so I'd like to do more of that. Seems like a fun exercise. Yeah, but all kind of arty stuff. Comme ça, how many die? It's good.